Hi, welcome to today's colorful tarot reading. I brought in all my colorful decks that I could think of that would look so beautiful for this colorful tarot reading. So thank you for being here on Journey with Nichole channel. Let's go ahead and just get started right away. We're going to start with the liquid crystal deck. This is a beautiful, beautiful, colorful deck. I love this. And it really shows the vibrancy of the crystal. If you're a crystal lover, you can feel the vibrancy. Angelic Truth, Celestial Quartz. You know what? I've never had that card before. That's why I was just like kind of thrown off there. I've had this deck a long time and I've never had that card. So it totally threw me off, which is cool because, you know, I knew this was going to be a unique reading. I really did. Everything in it. Ruby, Spiritual Warrior. Hello there. Oh my goodness. Herkimer Diamond. Okay. So I'm getting, it's kind of cool because, you know, I know this energy here. So it's like, oh, what are you about? Celestial Quartz. The Herkimer Diamond, the one fabulous thing that is listed in the book that I love to tell everyone about when this comes up in their reading, is the Herkimer Diamond is not a diamond in the rough. It actually comes out of earth in absolute perfection. So it's kind of like the, it refers to it as oneness in this reading, but to me it is the completion. It's like, yes, you've done all this, you were a diamond in the rough, you were, you know, this is a very, very spiritual, high spiritual reading. I can tell already. I don't even really need to look anymore because this is a spiritual path to perfection. And Ruby, I mean, that is just like massive, passionate, full throttle energy. And I am going to look up the Celestial Quartz. Decisions. So you have a lot of different avenues you can go with the spiritual journey and keeping it. Okay, so that's interesting that decisions and simplicity came up next to it. So it's time to simplify the life that and make the decision that only is on the path of this spiritual journey. It's almost I'm just gonna stay silent for a moment. What messages do you have? The Devil. We're gonna read both of those. We're gonna read Celestial Quartz and the Devil. This is, I knew this was going to be a very, very interesting reading. I just had that feeling. So let's just take a few deep breaths here because we've got a lot of energy going on. First thing I'm going to do is look up the Celestial Quartz so we can get a nice confirmation and everyone's on the same page with how this relates to their journey and their reading. Angelic Truth. Originally a gift from the angels to help us master personal power. This diverse form of quartz crystal is a mixture of the deep and light grays of smoky quartz and the whites and clarity of clear quartz. If Celestial Quartz has come to you today, you have reached a time in life where you are ready to truthfully see where you place your personal power in the world. In the coming days, observe your actions and those of people around you. Remember, there should be a balance of incoming and outgoing energies where power is concerned. Now, I'm going to stop for just a quick second to take a note of this. Look at the polarity of the Devil and Angelic Truth, and that's just what this was saying. I'm going to read that sentence one more time. Remember, there should be a balance of incoming and outgoing energies where power is concerned. A lack of personal power usually results in one becoming a victim and losing love for self. An excess of personal power can become a corruption of the highest order, birthing an ego that can take the reins of life and may even believe that it is the spirit. Above all, know the Celestial Quartz is here to show you the truth. I own my personal power. Okay, we have a very, very strong, powerful spiritual message here. And this is about, I was wondering why the Herkimer done. This is, and when you need spiritual warrior energy, it's about coming to your opposition within yourself. Hence the Devil card. So what I see here up until this card came up, right, was this major spiritual path that you're being called to like a perfection, like a very high spiritual energy is, I think, what I said. So, and then you're going to be faced with lots of decisions, but the one that makes it bring it down to simplicity and the simpleness of it all is the high spiritual energy, which is most important. This is the first time I've ever brought in this crystal into a reading, and this actually represents angelic communication. So I find it very, very interesting that we have this spiritual dynamic going on right here, right now. Now, I'm going to read from this. I absolutely love this deck. I became instantly connected with it. So, of course, I would never bring in Major Arcana if I didn't feel a connection to it. So I just want you to hang in there because I want to read. I love the descriptions in this book, and I owe it to you with this beautiful deck to read what the book says, and then I will give you my interpretation because I'm just one reader, and it's your life, and it's your inner wisdom that you need to connect with. So I want to give you all the information possible to allow you to be empowered in your own reading, okay? So when we have the Devil card, it's, I am the master deceiver and it is time to break the spell. So okay, I'm just going to keep going. Let's just take a moment here. Traditionally, the devil is conceived as the personification of whatever is labeled in a society as evil, a threat to continuity and the supposed power of the majority. He is the archetypal rutting scapegoat, the reflection of humanity's striving for goodness gone wrong, the course of a pure spiritual life perverted. The devil is the great tempter, the voice of deception and corruption. And embrace your inner trickster. Give in to temptations, making choices based on impulse rather than desire. Deceiving yourself, feeling hopeless. So you are being called to do some major shadow work. So I recommend, if you have not started your shadow work, that you do some research. Maybe Erin Dowdy is a good person that talks a lot about shadow work. It is time to get in deep, deep touch with this. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not scary at all. This is extremely powerful, because to have this card coming like this is just, you have a major polar opposite, a polarity going on within you right now, and your spiritual warrior just wants to take over, but there's some shadow work that needs to be done. You can even see this in here. I mean, this can be a very beautiful, beautiful type of picture if you think about it in the wholeness of it all. But yet there's just some black roots, electricity coming out that just needs to be enlightened more so you can walk on this path. and coming to oneness of it all, you know, bringing it all together. It's not about dismissing things that you've gone through, and it's about a forgiving process, a whole like cycle type process, a wheel of fortune type of energy where you're just you have to have that completion and that kind of, not really wheel of fortune energy, but you know, the just the whole completion of it all. So I think we should pull another major arcana for the Starman Tarot. I'm not rushing through today's reading, so this is definitely needs some time for us to work with this together, and I'm not going to rush through this. So if you're looking for a quick reading, this probably isn't going to be your reading, because there's some people that need some definite direction here, and this is too powerful to just sweep under the rug. So we're just going to go with it here, and that's the beauty of freedom, right? The Alien, which this is also in the Starman Tarot deck, which here, let me show you the Starman Tarot deck. The Alien is the Hermit. So this, I'll read from the book, but I want to tell you something here, because this, I really relate to this card, because if you can see deeply, it looks like there's like a red rock type canyon, and to me it represents Sedona, and that is where I experienced, in a 4-year period of time, that is where I experienced a major part of my spiritual awakening was there. And I was a hermit. I was way back in the Sedona woods. I didn't see a soul for 2 weeks at one point. So this is a definite, very powerful spiritual journey. This is somewhat of a very specific reading. So this is not your reading for if somebody's interested in, you know, their career path or anything. I'm sorry, this is just such a high level message to some people that are some beautiful souls that really need some guidance right now. So I'm gonna try to help you along here. So the Alien. I bring back knowledge from distant places. Know your worth. You are perfect the way you are. Be free. Seek answers within you. Go deeper and understand more of the universe. Take the time to do something you've never done before. So there is more. I just want to read this real quick. The alien represents your own hidden or lost wonder and miraculous powers, the parts of you that have been alien to you. In the difficulties of life, the learning, the rules and consequences of family, school, work, and relationships, parts of ourselves must remain hidden, suppressed, denied. Parts of the whole remain hidden and unknown. The whole, we have like this wholeness and things that have been hidden, and it's time for the whole exposure, for the wholeness of it all. Parts of the whole remain hidden and unknown. The alien signals your urge for freedom. Naked, untainted, there are no masks. There is no great cover-up. That's what the book says. It's not anything into relation to 2020 here. Naked, untainted, there are no masks. There is no great cover-up. Sorry, that's just kind of funny in its context right now. He catalyzes self-discovery and ignites the drive to question, challenge, and dissolve the walls that box us in. Maybe it does have to do with 2020. I guess who am I to say that, right? I mean, seriously, who am I to say that 2020 has not brought about such, I think this book, this is made in 2018. Naked, untainted, there are no masks, there is no great cover-up. He is a catalyst, self-discovery, and ignites the drive to question, challenge, and dissolve the walls that box us in. There is a remembering the semblance of something more astonishing, more beautiful, and utterly miraculous surfacing. The rekindling of dreams, new possibilities, new worlds. He invites you to weave your earthly wisdom into new forms and expressions that have never existed before. He lifts you way above what you thought was possible, way beyond what you thought was you, lifting you out of your personality and its defenses and placing you back into yourself, whole, complete. The alien who carries spectator visions and wonders must always seek a way home to the stars, the light from afar, being in this world but not of it, reminding you that you are always, no matter what, on a journey back home to the light. Which is all about this oneness and this perfection of this Herkimer diamond. I knew that there was just some kind of major, you have gone through an incredible transformation, are on a big spiritual journey, and that's why we're all here, to help each other. I've had many, many, many people help me since 2008, 2012, when I had an even more expansive awakening. And that's what we do. We help each other out. That's why we're here. So you have lots of resources for you, your message. You have lots of decisions, so remember to keep it simple, because there's so much information that's going to be coming at you with this new awakening. So that's why you keep your spiritual warrior attitude about you. Just be connected with your angelic truth of, the celestial quartz, that perfection of it all. Just stay connected how you have been. But now, instead of ignoring that shadow work that needed to be done, I'm going to bring this in. That shadow work that needed to be done, you might need to just take some time out, for yourself here with the alien. Go super, super within, become that hermit, and for your continual awakening. I don't see a lot of people in this. This is a very, very solo reading, solo journey, and you don't need to explain any of your dark shadow side to anybody. This is all about your journey. Just get over it, whatever it is. Let it go, forgive it. Do the Ho'oponopono Ono technique. That's a Hawaiian technique that is amazing to let go of energy of the inability to forgive, which causes additional anger and bent up thoughts and images that don't always represent your beautiful soul. So there's just a lot of things that you might need to just deal with right off the bat, but keep it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself. That's the important thing. Just keep it down to this just popped out while I was, so we're going to go with a black onyx, grounded self-awareness. That's great. We needed this right now. I was wondering if some grounding energy was going to come into this, because this is just really, so here we have black onyx that is now, can I please encourage you, because of what's going on here, to get some obsidian, some black onyx, hematite, amber, and those are just to name a few. You have such angelic type of energy and are in such a type of alignment, a crystalline type of alignment, that it's real essential to keep everything on a grounded. That's why a lot of times we have to become a hermit and go within and get by ourselves for a little bit to connect with some energy. And like you can see here, he's got like arrows of energy going through his heart. It's like all about connecting and doing what needs to be done so you can get all your chakras in alignment to be able to move forward with a spiritual journey. But the important thing is to have that grounding. And if you've ever been to Sedona, that's exactly what they try to encourage you at all the crystal shops, and because you're on this amazing spiritual type of energy journey, and we're human beings on earth, so we have to stay grounded. That's our purpose here. So no matter how beautiful this realm can be and how fun this can be in the magical realm, we always have to stay grounded and protected. So please get some protection energy. I think that just the fact that we've got very similar color, this is a colorful tarot reading, so we are looking at our color schemes and seeing our balance of everything. And we have to note that the grounding energy is also, if you see very similar colors, what have you, to the devil, which are completely separate decks here. So this is all about very, very beautiful in this red. It's very balanced, and it's like you will have the same decisions. You've just simplified the decisions down to a more meaningful journey, and those other decisions weren't so important and weren't so like in your doesn't need to be in your realm right now. You have a lot going on, so your realm needs to be in a more alignment focus, and it is definitely a spiritual type of be your best self always, which is the same with this self-awareness. So first of all, let me show how beautiful that is. And then with the black onyx, it's about grounded self-awareness. So I think rather than trying to find out who you should be and who you are already that. Okay? So on this journey, it isn't about finding out who you are. You already are an amazing, highly vibrational spiritual being that it does need a little bit more of self-awareness to realize that that is all you, and that this isn't coming from outside sources. Okay? Okay. It's like your inner light is just going to shine through when I think you just needed to have some confirmation of what you've already been feeling. And I think that you have some like certain things or parts of you that you are thinking, this can't possibly be. Why do I feel this beautiful angelic spiritual energy and connection, yet I have like a couple of these inner shadow work, almost demons that I haven't dealt with? And that's why the Hermit card, the alien, came up. The things that are alien to you, these are alien to you, so of course you're going to be uncomfortable with them. And that's why you're going to become grounded. You're going to find some peace, a peaceful place and location, and where you can really go within to yourself and be that spiritual warrior, right? You're going to be that spiritual warrior, right? And you're going to be able to come out of this with knowing and recognizing these parts of you, and knowing that doesn't have to affect being this amazing spiritual being. Hope that makes sense. I really hope. I understand it and I see it. I just hope you do. Fresh approach. Yes. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. I want to make sure this shows up. Fresh approach. It's time to take the whole fresh approach now for your life. It's, oh, this is so beautiful. It's so beautiful because you have no idea how just the fact that you are one of you're representing your absolute best self right now. Do you see these angels here? See how it's just so angelic and beautiful. This isn't a necessarily a religious thing. This is a beautiful, beautiful spiritual awakening. And there's just been some things that have come about that you're just like, but I thought it was all beautiful and spiritual, and now you're seeing that there is that other side of the veil, you know. And once you can like come to terms with it, and that's why you got to keep up this high, beautiful, angelic type fresh approach, you'll be able to get past it. And then you're just you're gonna look back and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It was just, this is so beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. I was wondering why I brought this in. I really, really was. I thought, how interesting. This has never been in any reading. And this is Angelite. And gosh, I haven't touched this crystal in probably a year and a half, so now I will need to look it up, make sure that is Angelite, but I'm pretty sure it is. So okay, this is just amazing. We're gonna pull in, this is our colorful tarot reading, so we're kind of got off on the oracle aspect of it more than the tarot, but the tarot cards are definitely our defining factors in this reading. What other messages do we have here for this beautiful angelic energy in this reading, and what other direction and guidance can we have for this beautiful soul's journey, this new fresh approach? Oh, it's just so beautiful. The moon. Okay, and I'm going to read the moon definition in from his book before I say anything. The first thing I do want to notice or take note is the color schemes again. We have this black and red. Since this is a colorful tarot reading, I want to make a special notation to that and the connection. So we'll see moving forward when we get closer to when I read it and see if that represents anything here. So the moon, this is, I'm really, really, really enjoying this reading. I feel like I met a friend and they've just come to this new awakening in the spiritual thing, and they just called and said, hey Nichole, is there any information you can just give me to help me on my journey? And I take, a few minutes to just say, yes, this is exactly what it is. This is why it's so touching to me, because I know how much this helps me. Even today, I know how much this helps me. So I know for sure that this is reaching the exact souls that need to hear it. So that's what makes it feel so good for me. Okay, here we go. I know that you're right on the, if you're still in this reading, you're going to really be amazed at what's about to be said. The moon. The dark reflects and distorts. Face your fears. Embrace uncertainty. Pay attention to what your dreams say. Let your subconscious guide you. Okay? I'm going to just read something here. Remember, we can feel our most desperate in the darkness, given to flights of the imagination, twisted fears, and fantasy. As mistress of illusion, the dreaming self, she holds both the keys and the spells. See the keys and the spells. See the whole polarity we've been talking about here. Yes, polarity and duality. It's kind of along the same thing. Deep forgotten memories may be disturbing your equilibrium. Past traumas resurfacing once again to experience the light of consciousness, the healing spiral. You thought you were resolved, but up it comes again to be purified. Journey within with the power of guided visualization, and like the 3 ethereal water barriers in the card, see the water barriers in the card, receive her wisdom. Success in any venture always carries fear as it does hope, the two sides of the same coin. Darkness cannot exist without light, light without dark. Embrace your fears. Holy moly. Holy moly. That's all I have to say. This has been an absolutely beautiful, incredible, colorful tarot reading of an incredible spiritual awakening where you are now in touch. I mean, if you've reached the point of your dark shadows, you are on such a line, you have no idea. As soon as you can get with this is where you've got to really, the colorful tarot told us a lot today. And if you can get into this, it's bringing to light, right? What we just read in the moon card, the things that need to be brought to light are being brought to light. The darkness is being right, okay? It's just like, the coyote that's howling at the full moon. It's mad because it can't hunt because the moon is so bright that it's lighting things that are normally in the dark. So this is now in your awareness, and it's time to go within, and it's all about that. Wherever you are in the world, trust me, it's all about this Sedona energy. And if you don't know anything about Sedona, Arizona, trust me, that's why I live within a very, very short drive of Sedona, because of this energy right here and the power that it can help with. And this is the exact type of scenario, this Hermit card showing the alien, showing the exact type of scenario where I did my work. And this was the type of work I did. It is so important to stay grounded, okay? So, once you do that, look at this. I mean, it's like a beautiful, beautiful rainbow. Beautiful. Oh, this is just so beautiful. All the elements and everything. It's just an amazing, beautiful, energetic path that I am so happy to have been able to be with you on this part of your journey. So thank you so much for being here. I am very, very appreciative for you. I am very happy for you. I feel like this is like, I know this feeling, so I've been through this. So if you need some resources to help you through this, it can be a very quick process. You do not have to drag this out. This does not have to be all drawn out. If you can see, even with these two are not lit up, it's like, it's so easy. It's just, don't worry about it. Just, you know, go within, go do your work, hurry up and just, you know, not hurry up, but just get past it. You know, it doesn't have to be, oh my God, I'm doing my shadow work. Oh, I'm doing my shadow work. Don't do that. Please don't do that. That's why you're a spiritual warrior, right? Spiritual warriors, they don't do that. Okay? They recognize what needs to be done. They go full throttle. They realize it's going to hurt. They've got these energetic arrows in their heart. They know what has to be done. It's going to hurt. But they're bringing it to light because it's time to move on. You have an extremely high calling here that you have to pay attention to. And it's time to just deal with it. So I understand, you know, but hey, I'm not one that's going to nurture you and say, oh, you poor thing. No, it's time to get busy, do it. You're being called to something else. There's no more messing around about it. Get simple on your quest. Make it very clear, concise. Be your absolute best self. That is the only way all of this has ever even happened. So keep moving forward on that beautiful flow. There you are in your dragon. It's a seahorse, but you know what I mean. This is so cool. Please shoot me an email if you want to talk. I just actually would just love to talk to somebody that who this resonates to, because I feel like I really connected with you. So I would love to hear from you. If you want to shoot me an email, journeywithnichole@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. All right. Oh my goodness, it's been a long one. Sorry about that. Peace out.